Hello there, this is Battleborn again. In today's video I'm going to talk about the narcissists and shame. This is a very important thing to talk about when we talk about narcissists, because at the very core of narcissists lies a huge pile of shame. Shame for something in their lives, and a lot of times this can be related to childhood trauma, sexual abuse, all kinds of different things. The main thing that you have to realize that when you have been with a narcissist or around a narcissist is that this shame has nothing to do with you. But the narcissist seeks to replace the feeling you have about yourself with their own shame. So if they are able to do this, they have succeeded in doing what they want to do with you. They basically see other people, especially the ones they get into close relationships with, because in close relationships, intimate relationships, this shame becomes too much to bear for the narcissist, and the narcissist have not learned any way to deal with shame in a healthy manner. So the way the narcissist deals with shame is by projection, meaning that they project their own feelings, thoughts, emotions onto you. And especially the last one there, emotions, is extremely important to remember, that the way you feel around another person is usually how that person feels about themselves. So if you feel shame and anger and hate when you are around a particular person, that's usually that person that is able to get under your skin and transmit these very emotions onto you. So a lot of times we say this, that we feel very good around a certain person, and that's usually because that person feels good about themselves. And other times we say that we feel very bad around certain people, and that's because these people feel bad about themselves. And this feeling that you have about yourself will transmit to other people. Narcissists, though, they do this knowingly. They know what they do. They are struggling with shame, and they have not been able to cope with this feeling in a healthy manner at all. But to them, they don't really think, because they lack empathy and these things. So they don't think that what they do to you is wrong, because somewhere in their life they never learn boundaries, and they don't see that there is any boundary between you and them either. So the narcissist seeks to replace you with their shame. And when I say that, I am talking about your personality. I've talked about this before, and I think this is a very important key to understanding why the narcissists hate you so much. And that is because you are able to have your own unique identity. You have a personality, and whenever that personality comes forth and the narcissists see that personality, they need to do something to stifle that. They need to do something to diminish you, to take away the feelings you have about yourself. And this is what they do bit by bit, and this is what ends up creating CPTSD in people, because I believe CPTSD, when it relates to narcissists, it is a mixed bag. A lot of times it's because of the stress that you have endured being with a narcissist, and other times it is basically that they have been able to shame you so badly that you have forgotten who you are. So at the end, or at the beginning of CPTSD, what you really start to do is you have to start to find yourself again, because a lot of people say that they miss the narcissist. That's not what they do. You miss you. You miss yourself at the end of these relationships, because the narcissist makes you lose yourself in that relationship you had with them, because they are able to tap into everything that you are about and take it away from you. And at the end of the day, you don't see that they have gotten into your life and they have stolen, they've taken away everything that was you. And they have replaced it with these feelings of shame and worthlessness and frustration and confusion. And that is what a lot of people with narcissistic, that have gone through narcissistic abuse feel. They feel like they have lost themselves. And when I say that you are not missing the narcissist, because you cannot miss a person that treats you that bad. It violates, every rational thought that you are going to miss a person that treats you as bad as the narcissist do. You are not missing the narcissist. You are missing yourself. And somehow right now you think that since you have been abused by this person, you think that you are related to this person somehow because of the abuse, the trauma bond that has happened. So now you think that you are depending on them. You are depending on their validation of you all of a sudden. You didn't depend on these things before you met this person. Important to remember as well. Before you met the narcissist, you didn't think about this person. But now all of a sudden, this person is now extremely important in your life, which is not logical at all. But some people think that they love the narcissist, and I don't think they do. I don't think anybody is capable to love a person that cannot love themselves. And narcissists are totally incapable of loving themselves. They hate themselves, and this is the hate that they project onto you. So the feelings you are left with is the feelings that the narcissists have about themselves, and they have now been able to transmit this to you. Now you feel what the narcissists feel about themselves. Now you are in that place that they are all the time. But you see, the difference between a person with empathy and the narcissist that really lacks it is that when you feel bad about yourself, you don't go around and hurt other people, but that's what the narcissists do. They seek to alleviate the pain and to take away the pain by hurting other people. They have become sadistic, and that's the way they cope with their pain. And that is what creates even more pain in this world. So I just want to keep this video really short, and I just want you to know that the feeling you have after a narcissistic relationship is the feelings the narcissist have. You feel like them, and they have, since the very get-go, since the very beginning, they have sought to replace the feeling you have about yourself, your own self-respect, your own dignity, your own identity. They wanted to take away this from you and diminish it and to destroy it, because they can't really. The narcissists don't have these things for themselves. They don't have a true identity. They don't have self-respect. They don't have a dignity. So the way they treat this within themselves is to destroy this within other people. So I just want to make this video, like I said, short, and I hope this was helpful. I was just thinking, and I was just like, I needed to make a video really fast, because this is what they're doing. And shame is a horrible feeling to have, because shame is basically a feeling that you are bad, that you are worthless, that you are basically shit. That's the feeling of shame, that you are these things. There's a difference between guilt and shame, and the feeling of guilt is that you have done something wrong. You can relate guilt to a certain incident in your life, that you feel guilty about a certain thing. Shame is a feeling that you are bad. Not that you have done bad, but you are bad. And that is what the narcissist is able to do to people. They are able to feel that you are inherently bad. but they are transmitting their evil behavior onto you. That's why it's so important to go no contact and to stay away from these people, because they will be able to transmit their emotions onto you, and that is what they have been doing. So thank you for listening in, and have a good day.